One important fact. This is a secret investigation over a public transcript. The irony is, we don't need a hearsay, whistleblower. Trump, much to their surprise and chagrin, released the entire transcript. Look at your screen. No quid pro quo whatsoever. Now, where is the crime here? Where? The favor, I need a favor, has nothing to do with creepy, crazy, sleepy Uncle Joe Biden and nothing to do with the 2020 elections. Biden was mentioned in passing later in the phone call. But if you look at the paragraphs that are supposedly to be so pertinent, the president is clearly referring to Ukrainian election interference in the 2016 election. Look at what political outline, January 11, 2017. They're not members of the vast right-wing conspiracy. The country Ukraine tried their best to get Hillary Clinton elected. Ukrainian government officials tried to help Hillary Clinton and undermine Trump by publicly questioning his fitness for office. They also disseminated documents implicating a top Trump aide in corruption and suggested they were investigating the matter, only to back away after the election, and they helped Clinton's allies research damaging information on Trump and his advisors. Now, this gets even better, because the report goes on to detail a clear example of, yes, Ukrainian DNC collusion, and a Ukrainian-American operative who was consulting for the Democratic National Committee met with top officials in the Ukrainian embassy in Washington in an effort to expose ties between Trump campaign aide Paul Manafort, and Russia, according to people with direct knowledge of the situation. Now, hang on a second. We just spent, 3 years, the media mob, Democrats, breathlessly reporting, screaming about election interference, and this is a big deal, and we can't have this in the country. Okay, then they should all be thanking President Trump for getting to the bottom of the DNC colluding with Ukraine to interfere in the 2016 elections to help Hillary. And by the way, it's important to remember one more thing about the president's phone call with Ukraine. And the president said, I'd like you to do us a favor. Okay, well, it's a favor. Okay, there were no strings attached. Zero quid pro quo. Doesn't exist. Because during the call, the government of Ukraine had no idea the U.S. had temporarily delayed aid, and they still got the aid. Plus, the aid was never attached to anything, nothing, and that's clear in the transcript, especially related to sleepy, creepy Uncle Joe, especially related to the 2020 election. And let's be clear, the term do us a favor, well, we all have go-to phrases. I'll say a lot. The president uses them all the time, kind of a verbal aside. I can prove my point. Take a look.
She just did me a beautiful favor, keeping a beautiful Sikorsky plant open in the great state of Pennsylvania. I'm talking to your ambassador. Jared was there. Jason Greenblatt was there. I said, fellas, do me a favor.
And you're doing us a favor because of the great job you do.
And they called and they said, could you possibly make it another day? And we delayed it 2 weeks. So we did them a favor, but they're doing us a favor. But they're buying a lot of agricultural products.
And I said, would you do me a favor? The remains of these great fallen heroes, could we do something? He agreed to it immediately.
Like big league for the president. So to recap, the term do me a favor, that's a phrase the president uses. We've identified hundreds of times. No conditions whatsoever. You can look at the transcript of the phone call. No quid pro quo. Look at the transcript. No high crime, no misdemeanor, no bribery, no treason. But that doesn't matter to the left and their friends in the mob. They are obsessed with impeaching this president ever since you, the American people, shocked the world in November 2016. And I hope you shock the world again in 2020. They started with the word impeachment 2 days after Election Day. By the way, the 9-month investigation into Trump-Russia collusion, empty. The FBI investigation, nothing. House Intel investigation.